synesthesia. What's in front of me today are lollipops. They're candies from Taiwan. And it looks very interesting and very alluring because inside of each lollipop there seems to be a small piece of plum, a fruit plum, inside of each lollipop. And I want to find out how it's gonna taste. Let me show you the package. It is called Original Plum Lollipops. On the package, there's a lot of Asian characters, foreign characters that I cannot read. All I can see is that it says a product name is Original Plum Lollipop, and it is made in Taiwan, and that's all that I can see on this package. I decided to pick this up because it looks so delicious, and there's something inside of each lollipop. I want to find out what that is. My guess is that it is a piece of a plum because the packaging it is showing that it is an original plum lollipop. Let's go ahead and open up this delicious looking package. I do love plum fruit. It's so delicious. So you get a total of 8 lollipops, and they're in some sort of a plastic tray to keep them together and organized. I don't know if I can flip it over like this a little bit. There you go, look at that. Without falling. I can smell a little bit of the plum flavor. But each one that is individually wrapped. Very interesting shape of this lollipop. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Isn't that unique? The shape of a lollipop is very unique. It's very different. As you can see, there's something right here. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm guessing it is a piece of plum, dried piece of plum. See that? It also smells a little bit like honey. Let's go ahead and have a taste. really good. Another thing I like about this lollipop is that the stick, it is made out of plastic and not paper. So that's a good thing. So it means that I'm not gonna start eating the stick as well. There's a lot of lollipops that the sticks are made out of paper, and I hate it because it leaves chunks behind my mouth. It's really gross, but this is really good. Here we go. This lollipop is very interesting because I actually don't taste a lot of the plum, although it's called Plum Lollipop. It has a very light flavor of the plum fruit. It's not very strong or intense of the plum flavor, and it tastes mostly like honey. So the surrounding shell of this lollipop, I believe it's made out of honey with a very small slight of plum flavor. And another unique thing about this lollipop is that the chunk that you can see in the center of this lollipop is actually not sweet. I thought it was going to be a sweet plum fruit, dried fruit. However, it tastes kind of salty. That's right, it's kind of salty flavor. So you're getting the sweetness from the honey, and then you get the saltiness of the piece of, I'm not quite sure what that is just yet. I'm still working on that. I believe there's some sort of either a plum, salty plum flavor or some sort of a seasoning. Let me continue. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of salty. You can kind of see what's inside of that chunk, the little chunk in there. You kind of see a little bit now. See that? combination of the sweet honey and the salty. I believe it's a dried plum, but with salt seasoning. Of this chunk of fruit, dried fruit in here in the middle, and it mixed together pretty nicely. It's very different. I don't think I've ever had like a lollipop that is sweet and salty. So this is probably my very first time. Kind of see a little bit more of that mysterious chunk of object in this lollipop. Look at that. I still can't figure out what it is exactly, but I believe it is a dry plum fruit that they season it with salt or some sort of a seasoning. It's definitely salty. Again, it is really good. The sugar of the candy is not heavy in sugars. It has a nice touch of sugar, but not really sweet. And it kind of blended quite nicely with the salty piece of dry plum is what I believe it is. It's a very interesting candy for sure. It's getting smaller. You can see more of the dried piece of plum. Now that the dried plum that is exposed in my mouth, I can taste a lot more saltiness. something else that's going on in my mouth right now. It's not just a dried plum. I believe the seed from the plum is still in the piece of candy. So it's not just a fruit, the skin of the plum, but also the seed is inside my mouth right now. Oh wow, that's salty. And now I'm trying to eat all the dried plum part and not eat the seed part. You don't want to eat the seed part. You want to spit it out in a little bit. I'm trying to eat all the dried part of the plum and not to eat the seed. There we go. Look at that. So I've taken out all the good part of the plum, the dried plum, and nothing. All that's left is the seed. That's very interesting candy for sure. Wow. This one, the dried plum, is actually exposing a little bit right there. See that? So it's not fully covered around the plum area. That's a very interesting shape though. Look at that. I mean, it's like half of it is cut off. Wow. This is the most interesting lollipop I've ever had in my life. It's got the sweetness and the saltiness. And there's a seed. There's a seed inside of this lollipop. Wow. It looked like it's almost some sort of a symbol, the shape of this lollipop. I could be wrong. Maybe it's some sort of a symbol, like an ancient symbol from Taiwan, the country. I don't know, but why is it shaped like this? I don't know, but it's a very interesting shape. I really do enjoy eating this, but it's very different. And there's saltiness with this lollipop. So if you don't like salt flavor in your candies, you probably won't like this. Actually, let's talk about the 3 levels. The first level I want to talk about is the sugar level. And then I'll talk about the sour level and the fun level. For each lollipop, the sugar level from low, medium to extreme sugar, which means it's really, really sweet that I cannot eat it. With this lollipop, the sugar level is going to be on the low end. It's not that sweet, like most lollipops out there. And with the salted dry plum mixed together with this lollipop, it kind of makes the sugar level even slightly lower. So it's very interesting to add salt into a lollipop candy. As far as the sour level, no sourness at all, from low, medium to extreme sour. Not much sourness in this lollipop. So if you like really sour candies, again, you won't like this. As far as the fun level, there's not much fun with this because there's only one flavor. It would have been nice if they had multiple flavors and I can try different combos. But the fun part is that it is a lollipop and it makes me feel like a little kid again. Having a lollipop in my mouth is pretty fun. I tell you, that's the fun part of having a lollipop. And it makes really unique sounds. So that's pretty much the fun part of this lollipop. From low, medium to extreme fun is going to be on the low end, just because it is a lollipop and it makes me feel like a little kid again. So that's kind of fun, I suppose. Okay, I just want to say thank you for stopping by to watch my video today. And I also want to say thank you to all of you out there who continue to support my new channel. I hope to continue to make more delicious videos in the upcoming days. But for now, I'll see you next time. Bye.